One of the most hated franchises in sports, if not the most hated, New England Patriots. But why? You can call us and vent. We're taking your calls right here on Sports Talk.
From WJLA 24/7 News, this is Toyota Sports Talk.
Hello and welcome to Toyota Sports Talk. I'm Robert Burton. All right, so you have the bad boy Pistons of the 80s, those darn Yankees, Cowboys, then you have Duke basketball. What do all these have in common? People really hate these teams. But there's one team that could arguably be top 5 most hated teams ever, and that is the New England Patriots. Somehow they always find some MacGyver way to get into the Super Bowl, even when you think they have no chance. So our question of the night, tell us why you hate the Patriots. Why do you hate the Patriots? Okay, is it Deflategate, Spygate, Tuck Rule? Who knows? Call us 703-387-1020. Christian is in the building tonight, WTOP, Sirius XM. You don't really hate the Patriots, though.
No, I love the Patriots.
You're a Patriots guy.
I am, and I love being here with you. Thank you for inviting me on, Robert, on a Thursday night. Yes, I am a subscriber to Tom Brady's Pliability. I have the book. I got it for Christmas, the TB12 method.
Nice.
So I love greatness, Robert. He, to me, is the best quarterback of all time, the greatest football player of all time. And so I can understand why people, however, do dislike him for all the reasons you mentioned. Call him a cheater, Deflategate, Spygate.
Of course.
And people love to hate the best, don't they? Because of jealousy reasons. I'm sure there are a lot of Jets fans out there, Bills fans, Steelers fans, Broncos fans, you name it, who've been beaten by Tom Brady in the past and the Patriots and say, I'm sick of this team being in there. And I understand wanting to see a little bit of a difference in terms of the AFC team representing in the Super Bowl, but listen, we only have a finite amount of years left you're going to see Brady in there. Maybe next year, maybe a year and 2 years, but it's going to be over soon, and enjoy it while we've got it right now, because what he's doing at 41 years young is...
It's ridiculous.
It's awesome.
So, okay, now, last time you were on here, I think you said you'd rather see, I don't know if you said you'd rather see or if this is how it would pan out, but Chiefs-Rams instead of I think I said New England and New Orleans. Now, are you happy with this Super Bowl turnout?
So I am one of those people who thinks the Saints got robbed, and I understand all of the frustration, and now there are ensuing lawsuits that will never come of anything. So I would have liked to have seen Breeze versus Brady, 2 guys in their 40s with a limited amount of time left in the NFL. But I'm good with seeing Sean McVay, the youngest head coach in NFL history, taking his team, a guy who was here for a number of years, whether you could argue we should have done more to keep him in Washington. I mean, we didn't know what. Obviously, he was a smart guy here, innovative play caller. We saw what he did with Kirk Cousins, but did we expect him to lead the Rams to the Super Bowl? No. So I am going to be rooting for Sean McVay. He's the young, hot guy in the NFL right now, and I think this is going to be a close game. What is mind-boggling to me, 86% of the money so far is on the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
Las Vegas is smarter than certainly me. I'm not going to speak for everybody else. Certainly me. There's a reason 86%. You think they're going to take an 86% L on the Super Bowl? I'm a little bit kind of wary on that. So we'll see how this one goes. I think if you're going to be placing any sort of bets on the Super Bowl, parlay Tom Brady winning the MVP and the Patriots money line, because both 1 and 2 are going to come together. Brady's won 4 MVP awards in the 5 Super Bowls they've won.
All right, so tell me this. You love Tom Brady. You love greatness.
Yep.
Do you love upset, mean, and surly Bill Belichick as well? Or is it separate from Tom Brady?
Yeah, I love Bill Belichick as well, just because of what he's done with over the number of different years, losing assistants year after year, turmoil that may have been created by the media or not between him and Tom Brady. He always has new faces there, but he always manages the personalities, keeps the locker room intact, and keeps his team a winner year in and year out.
Okay, let's go to the phone lines. T-Bone is in Brentwood. T-Bone, what's up, man?
What's up, T-Bone?
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Burton, and hey to your guests. Hate is a strong word, but I'm just tired of looking at the same color uniforms that they actually wear when they go to the Super Bowl. Maybe if they come off with the throwback uniforms and go with the white helmets and the old school look, it might make it look a little bit more efficient. But that's all. I don't hate them for being there because they worked so hard to get to where they was at.
Yeah.
But I just like to see them in a different color.
Okay. Now, and T-Bone, thank you so much for calling.
I'm with that.
It's interesting because this year it seemed like the Patriots were sort of this underdog team. I mean, I don't think anybody had them. Now, personally, I've always said, please, whatever you do, don't count out Tom Brady. I don't care if he's 50. He's going to find some way, if not to the Super Bowl, to the AFC Championship, okay? So, but I think that this is a different year because no one had Tom Brady. Remember, he's too old. Guys are too slow. They don't have any juice anymore. I don't think this is going to be the year. They didn't have a good start to this season, okay? But they are still there. They found a way to get into the Super Bowl. So I think it could be sort of an underdog situation.
So I really think Tom Brady trying to build the narrative that they were the underdogs and Julian Edelman trying to sell $30 T-shirts saying bet against us was a little bit ludicrous. That being said, yes, it is very impressive at 41 years old what he's doing, but I think it even speaks to a bigger point here in that, and we can talk, I know you've had exercise guests here and whatnot. I'd love to hear about this, but with his diet, with his training, maybe this is the future, that guys can sustain playing in the NFL longer. And plus the style that the Patriots play, it's Tom Brady, get the snap, release it. Know where you are going before the play is even snapped by reading the defense. If you can keep your quarterback upright and win the game of intelligence, that's why Tom Brady's still standing here. He's not taking sacks constantly. If you remember the Super Bowl that they didn't make, but they had to play the Broncos in the AFC title game, Von Miller hit him every single time he dropped back.
Oh, he gave him
and the Broncos ended up going to the Super Bowl. That is the key to beating the Patriots right now. And Joey Bosa, after they beat the Chargers, even said it. I can't touch you. It's because the offensive line has been so strong and the scheme and the play calling has been exceptional.
There's a couple guys where you look at and say, how much longer will he be?
Do you love Tom Brady? Hate him?
You know what? I don't hate Tom Brady, but I will say I would like to see something else in the Super Bowl. I would like to see what it's like if Tom Brady would lose in the first round or doesn't make the playoffs. I feel like it would be the end of the world if something like that were to happen.
It'd be weird.
It would just be weird, right? Okay, anyway, let's go back to the phone lines. Paula is in Waldorf. Paula, what's up?
What's up, Paula?
Good evening.
Hey.
Yeah, my comments are that I can feel the Patriots pain because my team is hated too. I'm the Dallas Cowboys. I'm a native Washingtonian. I'm from Northwest D.C., but I've never been a Skins fan, and I won't ever be a Skins fan. But I feel for the Patriots because I think people are basically jealous of the Patriots and the Cowboys, even though we don't do as well as they do. Well, both teams do share the same colors, with the exception of the Patriots wearing red. We have the blue and the gray. But I always give them their props because when you're good at your craft, you have to respect that.
Yeah, Paula.
And I tell friends of mine that hate on the Dallas Cowboys, we're American team.
Yeah, of course.
But I tell my friends, anybody that won a Super Bowl, I don't care what team you come from, how bad you are, when you go to the Patriots, you will get a ring.
You know what? Same thing you can say about the Golden State Warriors. Paula, thank you so much for calling. We appreciate it. Ali from Jersey, stay on the line. We're going to get to your call in a second. Call us 703-387-1020. Coming up, more of your calls. Why do you hate the Patriots or Tom Brady or Bill Belichick or the city of Boston? You can dislike them. I don't care. Call us 703-387-1020. Welcome back. So here's our question of the night. Plain and simple, it's only one question. Why do you hate the Patriots. They're back in the Super Bowl, take on Sean McVay and the Los Angeles Rams. Back here with Chris Cheon. And we're getting a lot of calls on this tonight, and I would imagine that we would get calls on this. Let's go back to the phone lines. Ali is in Jersey. Ali, what's up, man?
Hey, nothing much. I do want to reiterate again, hate is a strong word, but the only reason that it is he makes you look so easy. But as far as being easy, you know, they always have a tough squad. And I'm an Eagles fan, and we're definitely looking forward to at least playing them more often than we do. Maybe give up a little challenge, but like I said, hate would be a strong word. But as far as the quarterback, you can say he is one of the great ones. We just like to play him more often, maybe get a tougher team.
Yeah. All right, Ali, thank you so much for calling. We appreciate it. All the way from Jersey, too. Let's go to Paul, who's in Hyattsville. Paul, what's up?
No, I don't think I think you got to look at it. It's not just all about Tom Brady. It's all about Bill putting a team together, the coaching staff together, and he putting the players together. He sets back and he makes everything works for Tom Brady. I mean, you got to look at it. These are some guys we never even heard of, and they look like world-class football players. So it's not about just Tom Brady. Bill Belichick is the master of this whole plan altogether.
And you know what? And Paul, thank you so much for calling. I was watching this video, and I was reminded of something, how much I love Gronk. And not just on the field, but his whole attitude off the field. Like, the dude is still a big kid, okay? He knows how to have fun, doesn't take himself too seriously, and he produces, maybe not as much as he used to, but he produces. I love the big dude, okay? Some people might dislike that he doesn't take himself as seriously. And he wins. Who knows?
Who wants to be around somebody that takes himself too seriously all the time? I don't know. I think it's great that he has a personality that he shows off, and he's been a great blocker for them. But one thing, and Paul, I think that may have been the strongest phone call because you're absolutely right. It's about the roster building on the defensive side of the ball, which we haven't talked about a ton. Guys got guys like Kyle Van Noy, who they traded down for to acquire. Dante Hightower, what a difference maker he's been. Their secondary is the second highest graded according to Pro Football Focus as far as coverage is concerned. They just know how to build a team. Their 53-man roster, everybody contributes, and that's what makes them so great.
All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Julian is in Maryland. Julian, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I just got to say a lot about Tom Brady, man. Tom Brady is not only the best quarterback to ever put his hands on a piece of leather, but he is also something that we should all sit back and just enjoy and just be happy that we're sitting to watch him. Not every generation gets to see a once-in-a-lifetime player just sit back and throw the ball in such a majestic way that he throws the ball. I think the best thing that I ever heard about Tom Brady was James Harrison saying that Tom Brady was late for a meeting, and that literally scared him, and he ran to a meeting. How many 15, 16-year vets do you know run into meetings? Not many at all.
Yeah.
And I just think the gold standard of what you want for a quarterback and a team is that right there.
You know what? And Julian, thanks for calling. Drew makes a great point. You gotta think about right now, we're lucky enough to witness this, okay? Whether you hate it or not, whether you hate the Patriots, we're lucky enough to witness this dynasty, just like people were lucky enough to be able to watch Michael Jordan live, or, you know, if you watched Barry Bonds or, you know, those guys. You were able to see it. You were able to witness greatness, and imagine if we didn't. For all we know, if we were born a couple years later, we could be watching Tom Brady on YouTube, and that's it. But we get to see it, though.
Yeah, and a story just like the caller just had, after he lost that conference championship game against the Broncos a couple of years ago. Remember, it was the big blizzard around here. We were watching on Sunday. Evidently, after the loss, after he took a beating all game, this dude was on the treadmill the next day working out when his season was over. Think about some of the roughest nights you've had, maybe bachelor party, Robert, I don't know. Are you waking up the next day and training? I don't know. I don't want to speak for you, but probably not. Tom Brady out there putting in the work on, even during the offseason at his old age. God admires work.
You have to. All right, one more call before the break. Let's go to Derek, who's in Hyattsville. Derek, what's up?
What's up, Derek?
Hey, hi, this is Derek in Hyattsville. How's everybody?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. Actually, I'm calling because I wanted to respond to an earlier caller on Paula, who seemed to be a Cowboy fan, but liked the Patriots because of their colors, similar to Cowboy fans, even though they had the red instead of silver. Okay, so not quite the same thing. Tom Brady is an original, and he's a great quarterback, and I want to say that there was a famous wrestler called Ric Flair, and he said, in order to beat the man, you got, you got to beat the man. To beat the man, you got to beat the man. And all the competition has not been able to do that so far. Tom Brady's a great quarterback, but he can be beat. It's just these teams haven't figured out how to do it yet. And the only way to do it is to learn how to beat them.
Hey, Derek, thank you so much for calling, man. Shout out to Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, man. Oh, my childhood.
His daughter, Charlotte Flair, I don't know if she's WWE Women's Champion at the moment, but she has held the hardware a couple times, taken after her father. Greatness in the Flair family. Woo!
Salute, man. All right, keep calling, 703-377-1020. We'll get to your calls right after the break. Lines are packed tonight, man. All right, welcome back. The number is 703-377-1020. We had an entire segment that we canceled because you guys just kept calling. You want to talk about Tom Brady, why you love him or why you hate him or just the Patriots in general. Let's go to David, who called back. He's in Columbia. David, what's up?
What's up, David?
Everybody seems to forget Belichick, the fake gate, and everything else. I think their record should be tainted from that.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't. They beat the Ravens up there right around the fake gate. And, we don't know what was going on with that.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, Dave, thank you so much for calling. People are still hurt about, with the Tuck rule, and people, Spygate and Deflategate, that stayed with people. Like David said, the whole legacy should be tainted because of all of this mess. And when you think about it, I mean, yes, they're winning. They got the rings, but there's some drama that came along with it.
They didn't pay off the refs, though. I mean, I understand you being upset and anybody saying Spygate, Deflategate, but they looked for a competitive edge, and if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, right? That's a cliche.
All right, let's go to Jermaine, New York. Jermaine, what's up?
What's up, Jermaine?
Yo, what's happening?
What's up, man? You tell us.
I can't call it, man. Listen, man, I'm going to keep it all the way real with you, man.
Okay.
I respect Tom Brady. I respect his game. But there's and when I say there's too many questions surrounded by him, what I mean by that is to me personally, he's not a stand-up guy. Like, there's too many questions surrounding him when the big games is on the line. The team is always crying about calls and this, that, and the third. Listen, man, this is a professional sport of football. Stop crying, put your big boy drawers on, and play the game, man.
All right.
And to piggyback off what y'all said a little while ago, to beat a man, you got to beat the man. And me being a New Yorker and a born, bred, and raised New Yorker, there's one man that is Tom Brady's kryptonite, and his name is number 10, Eli Manning, man.
Oh, what in the world? Hey, Jermaine, respect to you, but I'm going to have to respectfully disagree
Joe
with that.
Flacco,
At
you
least
could
not
argue,
now.
too, went into Foxborough a number of years ago and beat the Patriots. Not very many, if at all, anybody could say that. So, but I totally understand where Jermaine's coming from as far, like the reservations of people.
Yeah.
And but I don't know, Tom Brady, unlike Eli Manning's brother, who I've seen Peyton Manning make in pivotal spots, throw interceptions. I've never seen Tom Brady really do that. Other than, all right, last game he did throw it near the goal line, but that wasn't fourth quarter 2 minutes ago.
I just think at the end of the day, no matter how much you hate Tom Brady or you hate the Patriots, you have to respect their accomplishments. You have to respect their coach. You have to respect Tom Brady. You have to respect their players because they don't just pop up in the Super Bowl. They don't just pop up in the AFC. They don't just pop up in the playoffs. They always find a way to get it done. And that's, you have to respect that. All right, 703-377-1020. Dan, we're going to try to get to you in this final block here with Christian. We'll be right back after this. All right, final thoughts here. We're going to try to wrap this up. But Dan is probably our last caller. Dan is in Frederick. Dan, what are you thinking?
What's up, Dan?
Anyway, I really think if anybody that watches football and loves football, I mean, Tom Brady, he's made it interesting, if anything.
You know what? Like I said, Dan, thank you so much for calling. Like I said, if you love football, if you're excited, this is the same as watching Kobe. This is the same as watching Michael Jordan. This is the same as watching any player that consistently made it to the finals in their sport. You either love it or you hate it, but you have to respect it. You have to respect it no matter what.
We're a couple of guys in our 30s here. I mean, it gives us a lot of promise. Anybody out there who's getting a little bit older, starting to feel creaks in your body. If this guy can do it into his 40s taking hits, so can you.
You have to appreciate it. Now, you like the Patriots. You don't like the Red Sox.
No, just because I grew up in New Jersey. I have converted to being a Nationals fan, being here in town. Bryce Harper, come back. You're not going anywhere.
You know what?
Make your legacy here. But yes, the Red Sox, never liked them, and it was a sad World Series. Let's get the Nats in there with Bryce.
All right, we'll see you guys next time on Toyota Sports Talk.